What's up, fellas? So I had a loyal patron supporter that wanted to know, can you get a woman that views you as a beta to ever view you as an alpha? Okay, guys, let me break this shit down, okay? All right. If a woman doesn't have a high enough physical attraction to you, that just means you just don't do it for her, then there's nothing you can do. The best you can do in that aspect, guys, is to be a respectable beta male provider in her eyes. That's the best you could do. What do I mean by that? So for all y'all guys that's wondering what the fuck I mean by a respectable beta male, as most of you guys know, most women run the relationship or lead the relationship when they're with a guy that they perceive as a beta male. As a respectable beta male means that you have enough masculine energy to where she'll let you lead the relationship, but she just doesn't lust after you physically. I'll give y'all guys an example. My uncle was a beta male provider, but he was a masculine beta male provider. I never saw nothing my auntie did with him that made me feel like she lusted for him. Like she just couldn't fuck him enough. I never saw nothing like that. I never saw her all over. My chicks, whenever the first thing they see me, they're all kissing and all over me and shit. I never saw that from my auntie. No, I never saw no affection from neither one of them. All right, but my uncle had enough masculine presence that he was not gonna follow behind no fucking body. Period. Okay, guys, he damn sure wasn't finna be chasing for no validation. Okay, the thing was, my auntie just didn't have a crazy enough high physical attraction to him to ever lust after him. For a woman to view you as an alpha male, guys, she has to lust after you, and she has to view you as having more sexual market value than her. That's when a woman views you as an alpha male. If you're not getting that, then the best you can hope for is to be a respectable alpha male. Well, she still respects you. She don't do all that testing and bullshit. A woman still gonna test periodically. My auntie still testing my uncle periodically and shit like that. But as far as like just testing every day and bitching and no, none of that. None of that. Okay, guys. As far as personality wise, yes. But you have to get her to perceive you as having more sexual market value than her. That's the only way. That's gonna start with you passing tests, guys. That is, for all you guys that are just wondering, do women just test for the hell of testing? Test is to test your sexual market value, which means that if you're not a man in abundance, a woman cannot view you as a fucking alpha male. It simply cannot happen. Only a man who's in abundance can be considered an alpha male to a woman. This goes to pre-selection. This shows your options. So if you don't have that, if you can't show a woman abundance, how do you show a woman abundance? By not taking her shit. Okay? But that'll only count, guys, if she does have a high enough physical.
Here's some information about dead to me.
I mean, it's just getting worse and worse. Literally after this video, I'm gonna go turn that fucking Google Voice shit off. That's what I'm gonna spend the day doing. Turn the fucking Google Voice off. It's getting annoying now. But anyway, guys, getting back to the point. She has to perceive you as having more sexual market value than her. So that's the only way you're gonna fucking do it. You have to have a masculine presence, and you have to show indifference. So you're gonna have to build it. If you already meet her attraction level, guys, the only way you can get her to view you as alpha male right then is passing tests and that sexual energy. It's what I tell y'all guys, that masculine sexual energy. Okay, you have to get her chasing your validation. Whoever is chasing the other one's validation is the one that is perceived as having the highest sexual market value. When you get a woman to do all the fucking pursuing and she goes along with it, she's the one texting all the time and you never have to do that. At that point, she's just basically committed and said, this guy has more sexual market value than me, so I have to pursue him to make sure I keep him because I don't want some other girl to snatch him up. That's essentially, when you first meet a woman and a woman make you do all the pursuing, what a woman is saying, guys, is I have more sexual market value than you. That's what she's saying. You have to pursue me. That's when we meet women, that's how women look at it until you show them otherwise. I have more value than you. I'm more valuable than you. My vagina is worth more than anything you have. Unless you're a celebrity, then they'll pursue initially. That's the only, the only women pursue initially are what? Celebrities. Other than that, every other man has to do the pursuing. We have to get the number. We have to call. We have to do everything. Celebrities don't have to do that. Women pursue them. Women call them from the get-go. You can get it to that point, but you have to show a woman you have the sexual market value to get it there. To put it point blank, guys, if a woman is viewing you as an alpha beta male, essentially what she's saying, basically what she's saying is, you need more for me to sleep with you than just you. That's what a woman is saying. So if a woman views you as a beta male, she's saying, I have more sexual market value than you, and the only way you can even it up is you compensate me with monetary gain. All right, doing stuff, buying me shit, paying bills, whatever. That's essentially what a woman is saying. You have to get it to where she feels like you have more sexual market value than her. So if you want her to, the only way you can do that, guys, is by showing them difference and be willing. If you want a woman, guys, let me put it to you point blank. If you want a woman to view you as an alpha male, you have to show indifference and basically risk losing her in order for her to show her that you're an alpha male. That's what you have to do. That means passing tests, pissing her off. You know, when you don't pass tests, guys, essentially what you're saying is, I don't want to lose you, so I don't want to ruffle no feathers. That's essentially. So you have to get that, but only if she finds you attractive enough. All that other shit won't mean nothing. My uncle was a masculine dude. I done told y'all guys this over and over about my uncle, and I'm not exaggerating. He was a masculine dude. He slept with a masculine frame. I mean, this motherfucker didn't laugh or play or nothing. But my auntie just simply didn't have high enough physical attraction to lust after him like that. But he was a respectable beta male to her. I always consider him an alpha male to me. To men, as far as business and stuff like that, he was an alpha male. With my auntie, he was going to be a beta male provider. Okay, guys? In other words, if y'all guys wonder what I mean by that, I mean that if he couldn't do for my auntie, if he couldn't provide nothing for my auntie, she wouldn't have been with him. Point blank, period. That's what I mean. If my uncle was not a good provider and he couldn't pay the bills and do all those type of stuff, there's no doubt in my mind that my auntie wouldn't be with him. That's what I'm saying. You have to ask yourself, guys, whatever girl you're with, if you couldn't take her out, or for all my guys out there that are helping women financially, paying bills, you have to ask yourself, if I couldn't afford to do this, would she be with me? If the answer is no, then you know she views you as a beta male. That's what I'm saying. Now, if you're somebody out there and you make a lot of money and you just want to help your girl because it's nothing to you, if you're somebody who make 300 grand a year and you want to help your girl with a light bill or something like that because it's pocket change to you, it's like, you know, I like all this shit is relative, guys. To a guy that make 300 grand a year, helping a woman pay $100 light bill might be like a guy who make 30 grand a year giving a girl $5. That's what I'm saying. So it's all relative, right? LeBron James can afford to probably pay all a woman's bill and literally be like pocket change to him. All right. So it's all this shit is relative, right? But you have to ask yourself, if you're that $300,000 guy and you paying that woman light bill or whatever the fuck you doing, if you couldn't do that, do you think she would still be with you? If the answer is yes, then she views you as an alpha male because you don't have to compensate her monetarily to be with you. But if the answer is no, then you know she views you as a beta male. All right, guys. All right, I'll get back with you guys later.